We're here live with Jack LaFreniere after a nail-biting 1-1 tie against Suffolk. Jack, you scored the first goal of the game real early, just about the 35th minute. Just describe your mindset going into the game. Suffolk coming in with the 6-3 overall record, 3-2 in the conference. You guys are 2-2, trying to scrape up another win to build your seating in the conference tournament. Describe your mindset coming into the beginning of the game.
Well, now my fourth year playing them, and definitely seeing a lot of them. Coach always talked about how they can be a great team, but sometimes it's just individual players. And if you get in, get aggressive, get stuck in, they'll start turning on each other usually, and we can usually take the game from there. Definitely when we walked out onto the field, I noticed that they were definitely struggling in numbers. So they only had 12 field players and plus their goalie. So I knew that if we definitely have the depth on the bench to be able to run them into the ground. So that's why we came out so aggressive, I feel, in the first 15, 20 minutes, and we were able to get that goal pretty quick. But yeah, I feel like we were definitely playing really well, some of our best soccer this year so far.
Exactly. You guys played real well soccer. I enjoyed it pretty much, commentate as well. Going into the second half, I felt personally you guys weren't as aggressive as you were in the first half. Were there some things that Coach Babb came out with a different mindset? Did he want to control the ball more, or did he want to keep stepping on their throats and attacking the net?
I think, for the most part, we talked about what we're playing to feet. We just need to possess the ball. They can be a very good possessive team, and sometimes you just got to deal with that and play defensively and just win it and then take care of the ball yourself. I think what happened in the second half is that we got caught up too much about hitting the ball long, getting it back to their defense, and letting them restart a little bit too much. But we did have some run of play, good here and there, for 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. But yeah, it needs to be a collective 45 minutes to complete that second half. And I think sometimes we lacked a little bit on defense, myself included. I got caught and on the one run of the play, and they had a good cross and they scored. So it just means that you just gotta play aggressive the whole 90 minutes of the game. You can't just lack off at any point, or else teams are gonna take advantage of it, especially in this conference.
Now, being a senior on the defensive end, you're back there with Joe Murphy and Dan McKintry, if I'm correct. Scott Benner being the goalie, freshman goalie. Yep. Do you feel like there's more of a vocal aspect that you need to provide for the team this year rather than the years you've played before? I understand you have a freshman goalie here, but 3 senior backs. Describe that a little more, a different type of role that you have braced upon this year.
Yeah, definitely once when I got moved to right back last year, it was definitely a new experience, a lot more laid back, not as much pressure, and but it did take me some getting used to, so I probably wasn't as vocal last year as I am this year. But even so, working with Danny and Murph, and now either Garrett or Nate Box, whoever's in the back line, if we're not loud at times, it's usually, we read each other's body language really well after playing that whole last season together. And Scott coming in too has he's a pretty loud voice, you can hear him out there as well. So, but I think that's one thing that we're trying to, work on as well, as, trying to be more vocal, and so that we know who's stepping exactly, so we don't get caught up and make little mistakes here and there, because that'll save a goal.
Absolutely. So we're going to shake off this game. On Saturday you got Emmanuel, another conference game. Main event 2:30. I'll be there. Is it something about Emmanuel that gives you guys more of an edge to play? You guys always happen to have a good games with them throughout the years. Is it something about them, or something about their players?
Specifically, I'm not sure what it really is, but they're always in the middle of the pack, and I don't know if that kind of gives them like a little bit of a dark horse role. we don't have the best record, right now in the GNAC, but we're still, a top contender, and they're always in the middle of the pack, and they always give a good game. We just gotta come out just as aggressive today, and I'm sure we'll eventually get the result if we just play a hard 90 minutes, play to feet, keep possession, because if we just keep the ball, it'll make it a little bit easier on us so we don't run around in circles out there.
All right, Jack, thank you, and good luck on Saturday. I'm Julio Vasquez, your host. Jack LaFreniere, senior. Thanks, Jack.
Thank you.